Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where today I'm hoping fewer emergencies. My life has been real weird and very busy. It's been very weird and busy and strange lately. I should have thrown down a camp over here. Yeah, this would be a good spot to have one, and we're like a couple camps under. Yeah. So we could have had a camp around here to make this kind of push a little bit easier, and then plan to put our last camp down up here again to support this campaign. I don't think it's a good idea to go back for it right now, but it's definitely worth considering. So I think I'm going to commit to that idea that I had before. This army's in raiding mode, so they're also winded. That's good news.
I am no slave.
They're just archers, so... And Mount Thug's garrison is in bad shape, but they do exist. These units are going to die. They're going to break and run the second they take any damage at all. Well, nothing for it. I think this is right. I think this is the right thing to do.
Your dinner.
Oh, wait. Shoot, I should have made offer. All right. Valiant defeat. I think they are somewhat mistaken. So... Big army arrives in 2.5, and this army arrives at the same time. Okay. I absolutely think we can do this. But our chances of success are going to be improved hugely, very considerably, if we can break this army down really fast so that we are pushing... Oh, the reinforcements are coming in on different sides. That's really interesting. Unfortunately, we don't actually know which one is which. We might be able to tell. We'll do a mouse over. But yeah, the fact that they're coming in separate means we kind of get to do this as 3 separate fights back to back to back. And that's potentially really good for us. If this army is the big one, I think that's the best case scenario, because we can just shred them as they come onto the battlefield. And it is in fact the case. So the smaller army is going to emerge onto this front 34 seconds after our reinforcements emerge onto that front. That's very cool and exciting. Make use of a little vanguard deployment here. We gotta remember, they do have a lot of archers, so we have to be a little careful.
Worship my gut plate.
So...
Me.
Iron blasters like here. I think that's pretty alright.
Thoughts in harmony.
What are the, can we see a unit of archers right now? No, we cannot. So I can't get a good comparison on the ranges, which is a shame.
Take it all.
Alright, the Noblars are going to want to approach through the trees, probably. We're going to want to have at least some of the ogres go around the trees. Oh, I guess, yeah, that's right. This army doesn't have a ton of other ogres.
Leg belchers.
I mean, we'll just close up on this angle. And we have a relatively new butcher, who is a wizard, but still 40 attack, 40 defense, 48 charge. So on a charge is still pretty scary. I don't think I want to approach too directly here. I do want y'all to approach a bit. We have to be careful. Archers will do some really meaningful damage. The Noblars need to get up here. The Iron Guts... What do I want the Iron Guts to do? Do I want the Iron Guts to approach the same forest? I don't want them to run to the Gorger forest because I don't want the enemies to turn and look in that direction. Approach like this. You maybe like run around the side a little bit, just be distracting. And then like Melgut is a fantastic fighter, and he's actually very heavily armored, and he can approach more directly. Move these units up to the ridge. Here's hoping. We need this part to go really smoothly, you know?
What the aim I do?
The fact that all their units are just inexplicably invisible is a problem. Yeah, I figured they must be near the trees. That's why I wanted to do this.
Scouting!
So, hold on. Range comparison, they're at 140 versus our 90. That's kind of what I thought. I thought those numbers were really bad for us. I thought I remembered that being the case. Well, obviously, that's going to make things a little bit trickier for this approach, and this approach, I guess. You have some anti-large, but, like, we are massively superior. I think Malgut's just going to go for it. I think, actually... Yeah, I think we need to be way more aggressive with most of our units. That's not Malgut, that's the Butcher. I think the Butcher's going to go here. I think Malgut's just going to go for it. Actually, run this way. Run into where the archers are going to be. You guys maybe form up over here. Change my mind on you. How many more units can we get to reveal themselves? So this unit's got harmony, which means that there must be archers nearby it. But we still have no vision. Okay, yeah, their archers are just inexplicably completely invisible. Like, even the ones that were in the open. So that sucks. I've changed my mind. I think we can probably just go right at him. I don't think we have to be too fancy here. Most of these units are very badly wounded, and I definitely want y'all close enough to be a threat soon. Okay, I wish you wouldn't do that, though. Halberd's in the back for a reason. And we're going to want the iron blasters to be close enough that they're able to fire at the wall. So I think I'm going to just have them approach instead of shooting right now. As soon as our hunter's actually going the right direction.
All else is prey!
Extra speed. Go, go, go.
Bring me the spoils!
We can wait on that for sure.
Nasty flame! I'll smell ya! Where's me master? When do we eat?
Oof. The Lord took a very direct cannon hit.
Leg belchers!
Okay.
When do we eat?
Our Lord died. Our hunter fell asleep. So we are allowed to just bail, but I think I want to await reinforcements because I think we have a really good position here. Now, the bad news is not everything is permanently broken, so we're not... I don't really want to give up on these enemies just yet. We definitely need to chase and get kills. But we can split some of this stuff off to sort of get into reception position. We should definitely move all of the Noblars up here just to immediately be a problem. And the lead belchers should probably keep belching lead right there. Iron blasters can't quite do the thing from where they're at. They need to move even further forward somehow. You lot definitely need to be on the march like that. And again, please don't put bodies directly in front of my guns. Okay.
Leg belchers! Looking for me! I want more!
Stay on the ones who are not permanently broken.
Run for it!
my reinforcements are showing up. Okay, yeah, they can. From this position, the Iron Blasters can see just about all the way to the edge of the map. That said, they are below here. Get up the ridge, at least. All right, we got all of our bars full, which is great news. And let's have these units make some kind of shape over here. I don't know if they're going to be able to hold this by themselves. I have U-Lot formed up, ready to throw knives at everything as it's coming in. And then charging cavalry over here, because this army is all archers, right? So we really want to just collapse in on them as soon as they show up. The wizard can just be right in the... Okay. And hopefully we won't even have to pay much attention to that. That unit fully broke. Let's have the hunter finish those guys off. Where did I tell these lead belchers to move to? Yeah, that's basically fine. And then we'll have some of the other ogres, some of the squishier ogres, waiting in these trees, because it looks like all of the enemies down here are permanently broken. Oh, right. Sorry, I keep saying things like some of the squishier ogres and whatnot, but this army barely has any ogres. This is like a very strangely built army.
Do what I say.
Rampage! Go get him. Okay, Jesus Christ. Yep, alright, that's good enough. You done it.
Chasing prey.
And here they come. Okay. I see absolutely no reason to allow these enemies to live. So first of all, yep, Iron Blaster ranges are out here, so they can start fire immediately. And we have our first real enemy range to focus on. We need Iron Guts in on the crossbows immediately. I mean, these are spear units, but they're not good spear units. We can just throw this at them immediately. The lead belchers are close enough that we can probably just open fire on those ranged units. A lot of you, this is actually, you're going to have to get a lot closer than I would like. These units, the hail gunners do not have the kind of range that you would like a unit to have. They sure do a lot of damage though, huh? And the Noblars are just like not in position to participate, which is real rough. Right, this unit of Gorgers doesn't have time to make the big move around. And the Hunter needs to commit very hard. You know, we're going to walk around the trees though. Okay, sorry. A lot of pausing, I know. Also, this side has begun, and we must with the murder. So, good charging. This should be good. We should do well here. So, unit of Ogre Bulls that I apparently just didn't even... Alright. Noblars in on archers. And do I want to cast any spells? I don't think so. I think I just want to punch dudes. Because I really... Well, you only know one thing, though, right? It probably is worth casting a fireball into some of these archers. So we don't actually have the ability to make much use of the magic on this side. Over here is where we're going to be applying our massacre and stuff.
I ain't no gobbo. Munch 'em. Stalker of prey.
Excellent work, excellent work. Oh god, yeah, the Stonehorn is just... It is so devastating. All right, I think there's enough units in there that the massacre has become valuable. Drop that there. I forgot they had flying units. We probably have to focus on those with the gunners first. Celestial Dragon Guard are going to have to move up a little bit more, probably. Maybe only to here. I don't think I want my lead belchers to focus on them. I really want the lead belchers shooting at infantry units because of the splash damage that their attacks deal. And maybe like back here would be good. So you lot get to eat that. You should focus on these spears. You should just murder your way into the center of the group and then pop all your abilities. He's working on it. Gorgers, focus on these units real fast.
My next trophy.
Get rid of these. We can get rid of these. What do you call it? These cannons with the quickness. One unit of Iron Hail Gunners fall back while the other units cut the Jade Warriors to pieces, because how dare they? Yep, Iron Guts doing what Iron Guts do. This unit of Iron Guts in the middle is taking a beating. Is that what these are? Yes, okay. Y'all get the Butcher bonus. But they also have all of our other stat bonuses up right now, so I have a feeling they're going to do just fine here. Okay, yeah, this is turning out pretty much the way I had figured it was going to turn out. And, worth noting, a bunch of my units aren't even engaged in the battle yet. Oh, that was just kind of like a move order, just like, get the fuck over here. You also need to commit, because otherwise we're not going to be able to use your one spell. And how's this going? You know, it's going. All of these units should turn and fight those archers. Knives are getting thrown, and actually those archers are basically the only unit that's still alive. That and their lord. Okay, yeah, that side's completely won. I mean, we knew that was going to be easy. I'm really, really happy that the reinforcements turned out the way they did.
The Celestial Faithful!
Okay.
Iron Hail Gunners!
Well done, gunners.
My dragons!
Alright, and since two of those armies were in march mode, they will have no survivors, and that includes the big army. None of those 401 retreats actually stand, because the idea is they all get chased down and devoured. Really excellent work from the lead belchers there. Yeah, when they get to fire into groups of tightly stacked infantry like that, it's just a beautiful, terrible, terrible, beautiful thing. 212 for the hunter, who just tears through enemies left and right. And yeah, we suffered almost no losses at all. And honestly, the settlement garrison even got to do something meaningful there, which I was figuring would not be the case on account of how incredibly weak they were. So that really, that setup could not have gone better for us. We don't know exactly how much stuff is lurking behind this front, but we managed to maintain Mount Thug. They didn't actually destroy it. We are going to have to rebuild it a little bit. It lost a settlement level, but we're going to be able to hold on to that. We can put down a camp in this area instead of in the crook of the mountains if we want. This army's fine on meat for the moment, but also this is like no money, so I think we will take 33 meat.
The fleshiest bits are mine.
Yeah, the raiding army gets its runaways. And I don't think we have the movement to chase.
Tyrant.
Maybe.
My gut.
Okay, yep. We'll just take that.
We'll show who's boss.
Sure. Give me 5 more meat.
Slice 'em up, butchers.
Okay. Oh, hey, a halfling.
I'm
Weird.
boss, and that's that.
We picked up a halfling follower. Is that the only halfling in the game? It might. It honestly might be. So what are we going to pick up next? We've got some red line stuff. We've got stand your ground. I guess just yellow line make you even more of a murderer. Pretty good at killing already, though.
This'll do the trick.
You go to 27 and pick up the rest of your ammo. A couple of skill points for our caster here. If we're going to be fighting Cathayans... Oh, we should probably take Replenish. If we're going to be fighting Cathayans, I think it makes sense to get Bone Crusher maxed out as quickly as possible. And yeah, we're feeling the influence of the...
Tyrant! Move your leg meat faster.
Wow, that doesn't really go anywhere. Very much feeling the influence of the bonus replenishment already. That's really nice. So Kiang is in this. I guess we could take this whole province now. Probably. Try to hold up at the river.
Ogre tyrant.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Do we want to put down the penultimate camp here? We are researching... we're researching something that leads to another camp, right? Yeah. So we will get to put down even more. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to put it down right here. This is the convenient place.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Let's get that money pouring in. Okay. Who else? Had we moved Greasus already this turn? Yes. So I know we left the turn in kind of a weird place.
You take me for a while.
Ah, they think they're going to rebuild. All right, I'm just going to let them know that that's not happening. That's right. We built up the level of Eagle Areas so that we had room to build a garrison building. We had not actually built the garrison building yet, though. Targog is approaching slowly through an area where there were a lot of terrifying armies, and like some good work has been done recently.
Get it done.
I guess let's approach. Right now we can get... Okay, if I march, we can get into
Tyrant of the tribe.
reinforcement range of Shangyang. Let's do that, and then we'll plan further moves in the future. I want to be north of Shangyang, which is a little tricky the way the camera works. 14 unit garrison? Yeah, that'll work.
Too hot.
Maldig was headed over here.
Following the scent.
Gut Flag has a turn or two to catch up now, which is great.
Time to move. What's over there?
And we definitely need forward vision on this front. Og is going to be extremely valuable. Okay, feeling pretty good about that.
You're about to find out how I became tyrant.
Croesus got seen through. They would like to pay me for peace because they think that things are about to go very poorly for them. And I don't disagree with them. I think they're onto something here. I can't believe he's strength rank 6. Here's the thing. I want to be at war with you. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna maintain this. They do not make any attempt to attack us, which is a shame. Mostly, my ambush, the major point of that ambush was so that they would move out of their settlement and wander into us. They're not going to do it if they can see me. My army's terrifying. Actually, that army is still bad. We do need to we do need to recruit some better units. Interesting, very scattered movement from the northern provinces. Not really sure what they're doing. Aside from falling back. So they overextended on 2 fronts simultaneously, which is very good news for us, but we know that they can mount just like a truly terrifying number of units in total. So this is not a moment to rest. This is a moment to press and really damage their economy as badly as we can. Plus, the more damage we do to their economy, the less likely they are to be able to run for the 4th Demon Soul without it costing them anything. Like, we need to make that something that they have difficulty with, at least. So plus 10 charge bonus for Crushers. I don't even know what Crushers are.
Leader of the tribe.
But it was on the way to the thing I actually wanted, which was even bigger camps.
Look what I got for ya. All mine.
All right.
March.
Malgut is, in fact, headed for Kiang.
The flame trial.
You should probably also head in roughly that direction. How's the garrison doing? Oh, they're almost healed. It's happening. Not as slow as I was afraid it might be.
You ruffle feathers.
I mean, I'll say this. It is kind of a scary army.
Shockingly.
Oh, you know what we should do? Hold on a second. Can I get peace with those lizards? No, they really don't want to do it. Okay. I was just thinking, you know, it'd be nice to be able to, like, take some names off the list. How about Jufbar? Jufbar willing to do peace? They are not.
Spit out your words so I can be done with them.
Interesting that they only have 1 settlement. I wonder if they're being pressed by the vampires and stuff. All right, well, I'm gonna go back into ambush mode. Please stop seeing through that. It's very annoying for me.
Ogre violin.
Kind of just waiting for my 20th unit to get here.
Ogre tyrant. Ogre tyrant.
All right, I think we just want to keep generating greater and greater levels of bounty tents. For some reason, Lund Gunnison didn't do anything.
Master Butcher. Make me over.
They're not really going to be able to retreat from us, right? Like, yeah, there's nowhere for them to go. So we get a nice clean victory. I'm going to maximize the murder, minimize the casualties more precisely. Okay. Hey, Jufbar, how do you feel about peace now? Still no. Still they're angry. That's a shame because they're really annoying. Like they're annoyingly positioned. Yeah, let's get this maxed out. We'll get the money making building up, and then we'll get the defense building. And this Grog is just gonna stay in this area for a minute. So that's a lot of meat that's available there, and also lightning strike. Gosh, do I even want lightning strike? I think we're gonna take all of these, and renowned and feared, and yeah, gosh, let's go quartermaster right now. We're almost meat cap anyway, so we don't need to worry about that extra meat thing at the moment. And who doesn't want to be at the meat cap? Okay, so what's my plan with this army? Is the plan actually to abandon this front entirely and try to meet up with my force over here? You know what? Actually, I think it is. We'd be doing a lot better if we were 2 armies strong on this side. Because like Targog's doing well, or Malgut rather, is doing well now, but that's because we caught them weak. I wanna make a strong push up one side. And Maldig sees no enemies or anything, right? I'm not allowed to scout ruins, yeah, without paying for it. So we can't find out if those are actually Skaven ruins. They probably are, though. All right, just keep an eye out for Orthodoxy armies and stuff. It does feel good when we're getting the pushback. They saw through my ambush, annoyingly enough. Well, we'll probably we'll probably hang out around this camp until the Firebelly gets here, and then we'll figure things out. Oh, hey, the Northern Provinces pushed on that front and lost. That's really interesting. I wish I felt like I could trust the Western Provinces to actually move up and like do something. But we know from great experience that we cannot, in fact. We'll push up the right side. We'll see if we can break some stuff up, and then hopefully, if they have less to focus on, if there are fewer places where there are enemy armies and stuff, they'll behave in a more reasonable way. It definitely, like, part of the problem with the AI seems to be just they want to do all of the things they're doing at the same time. They don't seem to have a lot of prioritization. $1,000 for a defensive alliance. So you are allied with the Thunderguts, with whom I am not allied. You're at war with everybody I hate. And I am trading with the Thunderguts. We have like a lot of mutual friends. You know what? Sure. Boy, they are a lot less powerful than we are. And we're already at war with everybody to our west, so it's not like getting into a defensive alliance is any more dangerous at this point. Here's hoping the orcs can ride over and actually kill that dwarven settlement. Croesus' ambush was foiled again. Floating mountain for a very small amount of money and a relations boost with a faction who doesn't matter. Osterwald for better resources, but literally impossible. And the Mines of Nanyang. It's an 18-unit garrison. It's north of Nanli, so we could, like, within 10 turns... Maybe. The rewards are very poor, though. And diplomatic relations with a faction that I don't even know who they are. Yeah, it definitely feels like a big misfire that this system, the way we engage with this system is almost always by ignoring it.
Eternal fire!
All right. We're getting close. I should make sure I have the money to put up the defenses over at the Eagle areas before I spend anything else. I mean, I kind of want to... Yeah, we'll start with the money-making building instead, actually.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Because I'm greedy. So Croesus is just going to go back into ambush mode.
Let no one see you.
Gutflag will be in position to join up next turn, and then we'll consider our options as far as like actually running forward to attack.
Raise the volcano!
Let's get over here and see what's up with the temple. Okay, that's not hugely different than what I was expecting.
Tyrant! Gets me what I want!
So how bad is the effect on replenishment? Ooh. Truly awful, actually. Alright, I'm going to grab this, and then we're going to retreat to the range of that camp or something, probably. Actually, we're in range of the camp. And, you know, our bonus replenishment is keeping this actually kind of reasonable.
I'm boss, and that's that.
Oops, no, sorry, what did I do? That's the abandon button, not the rebuild button. We don't have money to rebuild. Well, I mean, that's probably fine, actually. We'll revisit this. Do we have any battle to do at all this turn? I don't think so. We could, since it doesn't look like we're getting pressed anywhere, and Pincheye is standing around and not recruiting actively, maybe we do have Grog try to run over to Jufbar? Oh, it's so far away, though. No, never mind.
Led by the
Yeah, all right. We'll repel the demons, and then we'll figure out what to do with him after that. Targog is running as fast as he can to reinforce this front, which it's looking like is more and more relevant. Worth noting, only 12 units in the actual garrison of the temple, so if we can get them out of there, we could do some work. Oh, right, Targog's army is still like a total joke. That's the thing we got to resolve. We're going through so much money every turn, though. It's really pretty difficult. I guess if the Orthodoxy is not threatening us, maybe we have Maldig run up through here and provide support against Siege? Like, that doesn't seem terrible. Yeah, we're not taking a contract. Oh yeah, Mount Thug should get repaired. We don't have the money for most of these repairs. Okay, we can repair the main settlement building. That's an important one. Now that it looks like we're probably actually going to be able to hold on to it. Oh, they didn't see through my ambush that time, but they didn't... Unfortunately, they didn't use any of that to do anything. Interesting, though, that they ran a little army out in front of their settlement in march mode and just left it there. They probably would not have done that if they could see that we had an army there. That definitely gives us some interesting options. We can attempt to do a kill the superior army as it reinforces thing. We could also try to do that, like, ease them and then abandon, bail out of the battle before the reinforcements arrive. That also is a potentially a possibility. I'm really pleased that that works that way now, because that's a good design, and the previous games in the series did not allow for that sort of thing. Join your war against other ogres. No, I don't need more strife right now. We are all full up on strife. And I know it sounds weird for an ogre to ever say that they are all full up, but I want you to understand that is the amount of strife that we are experiencing. It's really quite large. No, maybe Tretch Craventail will kill Jufbar for us. Oh man, now that we're allied with a Skaven, if we get the chance to outpost them, we absolutely should, because we could get some of those cool Skaven guns.
I'll eat any challenger.
All right, Og.
Fire belly on the move.
Move deeper here. Let's see what else they have in the area. Can't quite see Shangwu. I think vision over Shangwu is going to be pretty important for us.
Follow the boss. All mine.
Okay, let's rebuild that. And I guess Malgut doesn't really need to do anything. We'll figure out if we want to do some recruitment for Targog soon.
I do not think so.
So we would be looking at 30 units of reinforcements. 18 plus 12, and they're relatively strong units. And
The great game, not you.
we do have Lightning Strike. We could just go over there and devour the small army. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna do that.
Conquest.
Lightning Strike, decisive victory. Yep, eat them.
Let's get conquesting.
Do we want 1,000 money? I guess. That amount of replenishment is very poor. Now we're inside of their settlement radius, so what we have to do here is siege and then break siege to be allowed to move away.
This shockingly
And then we just, I think we march mode all the way back as far as we're allowed to go.
move your ligaments.
Get into, back into camp range. Merge the fire belly up.
Trinkets, I will
I have
uncover.
no idea what just happened to the camera.
There's no gaps bigger.
Alright, Grease's Goldtooth has a wizard for the first time ever. And you can, I guess, finish elusive. 44 standing melee defense, that's fine.
Now is
Okay, Kairos can reach us if he wants to make a thing of it. I think we'd beat him, but I'm not sure of that.
obey me.
Yeah, I don't feel certain of that at all. If he goes for it, it will be very interesting. I don't think you need to do anything. Grog is going to go handle this, like I said.
Keep moving.
Okay.
A waste of my time.
Yeah, well, I tried to get you to move, like, around the camp, but you were
Follow the prey.
reluctant. Okay, there we go. They get so mad if you don't let them move the full distance.
Ogre tyrant.
So we definitely don't need any upgrades here. Let's finish repairing damaged stuff. That's a pretty high priority. We gotta get Mount Thug back in proper shape. Oh, and the iron guts out of the fallen city. That's also actually a pretty high priority, I think. And then we have the money to
My gut is
pursue other upgrades and stuff. So let's
boss.
Titan Notch Camp is already doing the thing.
Want every
Eagle Aries Camp needs the other upgrade.
the boss.
Here we go. Here's one that's really important. Does Inhospitable... Yes, it does add recruitment duration as well. I wonder how that interacts with being able to recruit from the camp, though. I don't know. We also don't really have a good way of finding out right at the moment. Okay, Fate Weaver wants to do this. Game imagines close defeat, which actually makes me pretty hopeful. And this will probably be the climactic action of the episode in terms of pacing. I'm probably gonna have to go right after this. So let's win one, shall we? They have 5 units of horrors, which are a little scary. But, you know, certainly vulnerable to getting iron gutted. A couple units of these, the Forsaken, which are just going to fold really easily. I'm a little worried about the cavalry, particularly the Doom Knights. They got flamethrowers and stuff. I mean, they had some scary stuff. And then Kairos himself. It is worth noting. Kairos himself is pretty scary. I imagine he loses quite badly to Greasus straight up, but there's also no reason for him to fight us in a straight up fashion.
Man-eater pistols.
So this battlefield sucks ass. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make them have to come up the hill, I guess.
Greasus, Goldtooth.
They have a lot of ranged attacks. I don't want to just like yield the high ground to them. Okay, so plus this means their army's going to be approaching us kind of like, hopefully their army's going to be approaching us in like a really disjointed way. Okay. Let's try to get over here and see what comes of it.
Think they can stop us? Let's give them the surprise of their lives.
Even with Foe Seeker, he is still just barely able to keep up with the army.
Man-eater pistols! Real time!
In my sights!
Okay. Getting their cavalry in on us first is actually really, really good news.
Fire is life!
Pretty good magic, I have to admit. That's a pretty good way for the magic to go for them. Let's have a couple units of Iron Guts. I mean, do we just charge in? Feels bad to rush out of our cover to threaten these ranged units, but like the other choice is we just sit here and let them shoot at us, right? Where is Greasus? Greasus probably needs to be up here because I think Kairos is coming in to just land right on us directly. I like that we're probably going to get to shave a couple of their cavalry units off the side of the battle before anything really happens, though. That's very good news for us. If we charge forward, we increase the rate at which we're tangling with the rest of the army. But also, I think maybe it's fine? Fine or even good. You're doing that already. Get over here and we'll figure out what you're doing afterward. The Gorgers, I don't have any idea what I want to do with. Actually, probably stay back. And the wizard should, I don't know, be over here somewhere. Oh, you haven't actually cast that fireball yet. Overcast a fireball. Do it. Go big. Stupid units are getting stuck on each other.
Master Predator!
I want it all!
Well, Kairos has flown over. I don't know that he actually intends to attack, though. Yeah, it could be he's just going to cast spells on us from here. It definitely feels like if we're doing this much engaging down the mountain, it feels like the hunter needs to be a part of that rather than doing this. So these are their chosen. We don't want to be throwing knives at the chosen. Throwing knives at the pink horrors, though. That seems like it should be fine. The Noblars, yeah, their move is going to have to be like to get out here and just basically draw the attention of units we're not ready to deal with yet. And those guys are pretty injured. Are you really allowed to fire breath a flying unit? Seems strange, but let's go for it. Are they all getting to shoot from back here? I'm a little worried that they're not really, we're not seeing the volume of fire that I would like. And they can shoot while running, so we're not really losing anything by having them do this. So we have a unit of chosen. Some of their units are going to flank around. I might want to just keep the Gorgers in the trees for the moment. Have them run down. Kairos has no plan to actually attack us. Never Greasus, come down. Oh, never mind.
Smash them to pulp!
I mean, he's doing the thing that we don't want him to do, which makes sense. Yeah, try to finish off those Doom Knights. Actually, like I need to reposition them entirely. Then we'll worry about that. Okay, so we had a unit of Iron Guts here that was not really in position to do anything. Now that the battle has sort of turned, I think we need to get the Gorgers out this way. Firebelly's got to get over here. Don't know exactly where, but I guess just like run over this way and we'll figure out what to do with you afterward. A Flamestorm could do a lot of damage, right? Like fired into this area, but we have to be careful with it. It could do a lot of damage. It could also do a lot of damage to me. All right. Chaos Knights. No, I don't want to be in the Chaos Knights. I want to be, yeah, focus on the actual infantry.
Call me over tyrant. I am legend.
We're going to kill his stats.
Ogres! Carve the meat!
Okay, so in this position, do I feel safe casting the big Flamestorm? Our units are mixed in with a lot of their units in some places, but not everywhere. All right, let's hope that that wanders in a productive fashion, because it totally might not, right? Also, that chariot of theirs just like went to hell immediately. All right, so we need to execute some flanking around here. Probably need the trappers to move. Both because they're going to get wrecked by Kairos and also because they're probably not throwing anything right now. They're also probably keeping Greasus from meleeing because he's a really hard time when there's any units nearby at all.
Fattest, strongest, richest.
Okay, the Fire Tornado kind of did the thing. Ugh, my Hunter is absorbing a ton of damage. Okay, the Noblars are getting out of the way. That's all good. That unit of Doom Knights is basically dead. Yeah, these the Ogre Pistols is just like large unit snipers. Really fantastically effective. We could refocus them on Kairos, I suppose. Because the unit they're firing at now is basically dead. So it does feel like we can afford to... Alright, and I think we're going to have to pull back our Hunter. He's just like... He's doing good damage, but he is overwhelmed, and he's taking a lot of fire from the enemy anti-large. That said, he's also in a position where he probably literally can't get out of the... Yeah, he might just get wounded. It's not ideal. But at least he's immortal.
Iron Guts! Tribe on the move! Devour them!
These ogre mates! Serve the ogres! I seek challenge!
Okay, you need to, like, get out of the battle. You're actually going to die. Kairos is basically dead, though. That didn't take long. Iron Guts charge these units, I think. I know there's still a lot of stuff over here. The Iron Guts are tough. They'll be able to tank some of this damage, but we need to cause a distraction. Okay, you've managed to mostly extricate yourself. We might actually be able to, if we have a unit of Noblars run in here, unit run in there, and a unit run in there. Yeah, we might be able to get the Hunter out. I think I'm going to have this unit, like, while running, shoot a fireball at some unit, this flying chariot. And then after that fireball goes off, I just withdraw from the field entirely. Also, he is completely disregarding my orders. He's neither casting nor running. Okay. Fireball went off. Just get. You are not able to be removed from melee mode, even though you haven't actually broken. You are just close to breaking. Rules are real squishy for my units, as we've seen in the past. But their lord just died, so they are feeling that for sure. And we're getting charges off. We're getting up into their ranged. I think we're actually in a really good spot here. Yeah, you know what? Try to form up over to the side. I want to just advance. We have a couple units of ogres who are in really rough shape here, who kind of need to fall back. Where are you? Oof, that's real bad. Okay, you're dead, probably. Yeah, we're going to lose some bodies here. This will be a chance to sort of remold our force, though. Stay on the horrors. You just kind of run into the middle of everything. And you lot probably need to, like... I don't know. Those units aren't actually broken. Let's break them. Okay, now they're broken. Now kill the burning chariot. Holy shit.
Dinner! Man-eaters!
So yeah, the burning chariot is a joke unit, it turns out.
God says so!
I did not realize that. Yeah. Let's throw some knives at some exalted pink horrors. My iron guts are dead already. That's fun. We're definitely putting more man-eater pistols into this army, for sure. So we've killed most of the large stuff. Here we go. We got a unit of Chaos Knights still. Definitely worth pushing through. Alright, as much as Greasus is good at killing large units, I think he needs to focus. This unit of Iron Guts probably has to withdraw. This unit can try to stay in on the Chosen. Yeah, you gotta withdraw. You gotta withdraw. Probably you two, actually. The Gorgers should be able to help with the Chosen. This unit of Iron Guts has to stay in.
Fine!
Stalker of prey! I will! Stop her! I'll smell ya! Overwhelm them!
Oh, sorry, you're still in melee mode. I was like, why is he running forward? I thought he was just going to throw stuff.
Stalk engaged!
When supper? Rampage this way!
We're not allowed to withdraw most of our units. Like, I'm not allowed to actually hit the withdraw button. Oh, right, because we're in an ambush battle. My units are not allowed to leave the table. That's problematic for sure. Well, I mean, it would be really bad if we died. I guess y'all are just gonna have to keep fighting, and better some of you die than all of you.
The mortal! Looking for mate!
This is gonna be rough, but
Alive! The strong
good time to pop the speed potion. Yeah, sure, kill some of them. Why not? God, they have so many spells. Their spellcaster's been dead for 1,000,000 years, and it has not harmed their spellcasting abilities at all. Okay, you have turned around for some reason that is not entirely clear to me. Please continue killing. Do we need to charge? I think let's reposition here. Yeah, it's really rough how many incredibly accurate spells they get. So what I really want Greases to do is push that, but we're not going to be able to do that. And all this stuff over here is not actually breaking. This is bad. This is bad news. And I mean, these units have to die too.
The mortal.
He's doing an okay job.
Man-eaters.
Okay, the man-eaters can't actually be in that position. Never mind. That is not safe for them. God, everywhere. They're so close to dying, and they're just not because we can't actually make anything surrender ever. God, their range is so ridiculous. They were nowhere near that long range when we had them, right? I guess when we were playing as Iglixis, we didn't have all that many pink horrors. All right, you know what? A reposition. We can't actually be in volley range of those units.
Run for it!
Calm the meat.
They definitely are shooting further than they were before.
I'll crush them. Man-eater pistols.
Okay, he broke those.
Lick it!
Turn off melee mode, turn around, throw garbage at Chaos Knights.
More calls. On it.
We're gonna shoot some stuff to death here. Let's have the Gorgers withdraw if we can.
The strongest. The fattest.
I'll smell ya!
They are running a little bit low on ranged units at this point. They have a cultist, which is kind of whatever. Once Greasus breaks these units, I think he's gonna have a pretty easy time killing the flamethrower. A lot of their stuff is like very close to surrender. Pretty much all of it, actually. Right on the edge of surrender.
Man-eater pistols.
Okay. There we go.
Morse call. Munch 'em. Over tyrants' orders.
Yeah, that was harsh. I knew it was going to be bad, but that was really bad. And I think our wizard died. Pretty sure. He's got a tiny bit of health. If he just ran off the map, he might be okay. I'm going to be so annoyed if we spent all that time running him up here and he just died in the first battle he participated in. I tried to move him back. And he did panic and break while he was running away from the center of the battle. So we could hope. And then this is happening during the enemy turn. So we're going to get that big burst of replenishment that this army gets. And we're in range of the camp even. I don't know how healthy that's going to make us. I don't know if we're healthy enough to like go and grab that settlement immediately, but it's not terrible. I mean, Greasus is probably going to go back to full health. Unfortunately, since the preamble for the roar hasn't even occurred yet, there's no way Kairos will still be injured when the roar starts. But I don't know that they're real competition for us anyway. He doesn't seem terribly interested in getting Demon Souls. I'm going to take the replenishment. Well, that's a lot of money. I'm going to take the replenishment. I think every little bit's going to matter here. So the wizard lives. Actually, we only lost one of the Iron Gut units.
Mate.
Okay. Yep, coming up to attack the settlement that doesn't have defenses. Even though that's very annoying. It's fine. We'll deal with it. Of course, the Orthodoxy has to find some way to attack me, even if it's an insanely bad thing for them to do. Given their power, they should be crushing this game, and I think they're probably not because they keep making such incredibly bad moves entirely out of spite. They're so focused on harming us that they're not doing well at the game, even though they basically have auto-resolve on lockdown, and they probably have a huge amount of territory if the way they looked during our demon game is anything to go by.
Despite your lack of a gut.
What's up? Nope. Still not interested. Maybe Stoneheart will lead them all the way back to Jufbar. That'd be pretty cool.
Ogre tyrant.
Okay. 15% spell resistance against Tzeentchian factions for this army. Not even very good. Definitely a little bit more compelling prior to getting that soul. We are on plus 4739 now, though. That's pretty good. An enterprising slaughtermaster hits upon the idea of fashioning crude, oversized slip-on noses and ears from leftover scraps of hide. How are there any leftover scraps of hide? Desirous of these absurd prosthetics, countless Noblars flock to your cause, for in their abhorrent society there is no greater sign of station than a bulbous snout and mammoth lugs. Lugs is not a word that can be used to refer to... Okay, it's fine. British people, you gotta get your slang sorted out. It's... Everybody in the rest of the world is worried about you.
Shockingly obese.
Okay. That's fine. We're going to be able to crush Falco trivially, obviously. And then maybe what we do is we settle the last Sky Castle instead of going for Granite Spikes, because I don't feel super happy about the amount of health there. That all sounds like great stuff to do next time, though. I'm definitely out of time. Thank you all so much for watching. I am so glad that we survived that battle. I was starting to have some doubt toward the end of it. But yeah, that's it for us for today and for the week, I think. When y'all come back next time, in a couple of days, we are going to punish Tzeentch for their hubris here, and then also presumably at some point that bear is going to roar again, and we're going to be all over it. And we'll see you then.